What is up, everybody? My name is Hyken, and this is the Keycool 84 Holiday. Before we get started here, I do just want to say that there will be a small announcement at the end of the video, so make sure that you watch all the way through or you just skip to the end, whatever floats your boat. And yeah, alright, cool, let's get into it. This is an 84 key keyboard, which means that it's basically a Tenkeyless keyboard, so no number pad. However, everything on the right side of the keyboard has kind of been crammed in a little bit more so that you can really maximize your desk space. I am a really big fan of this form factor. I'm somebody that primarily uses 60% keyboards, which are even smaller than this, so I felt right at home on this keyboard. I really also don't mind any of the missing keys in the slightest. I think there's like 3 or 4 that you're missing from a regular Tenkeyless keyboard. The menu key was one of the casualties, and honestly, I don't miss it at all, so yeah. I got this on Amazon for $99, but unfortunately it's sold out on Amazon. I'll check some other sites or leave some similar Amazon listings down in the description below, so there will at least be a similar keyboard that you can get your hands on for sure. In the box, we got the keyboard, a white USB-C cable, a wire keycap puller, a manual, and a quality control card. If my memory serves me correctly, this keyboard came with blue switches, the ones that I got, red switches, brown switches, and I think maybe black switches, all of which are genuine Cherry MX switches. I'd first like to spend a little bit of time talking about this form factor because it is really pretty awesome. It will, however, mean that you need to be more careful when you're buying keycap sets. If you're just buying a standard keycap set, it may not have the smaller function key, right control key, right alt key. Those are all 1 units. Then there's also a smaller right shift key instead of the 1.25 units that you'll see on the left side of the keyboard or even on a normal keyboard. Now that that warning is out of the way, let's actually talk about the form factor like I said we were going to. You get the entire function row along the top, and you also get like print screen, delete, all that stuff on the right side of the keyboard, and then you get arrow keys down in the bottom right. You do miss out on a few of the nav cluster keys, however the delete key is there, which is an important one, and you have the arrow keys, which I know can be a really big attraction for some people. Again, I love 60% keyboards because of how small they are, and this one is actually pretty close in size. It's definitely considerably smaller than a regular Tenkeyless keyboard. So if you are looking for a Tenkeyless keyboard, this might actually be a really great option for you if you have a smaller desk. I really just appreciate, I guess, how every square inch of this keyboard is really maximized. There is a ton of function crammed into it and not a lot of excess. I really like that. Build quality here is rock solid. There's no bend or anything like that. This plastic case does work. You also get 2 kickstand feet with some rubber padding and 2 rubber pads in the front to minimize sliding. This was never an issue at all for me. We don't have any software for this keyboard, and there is no macro system or anything like that on this keyboard either. Up next, we're going to talk about these keycaps. I really don't love them. I've used this same keycap set before actually on my GK61. I used it for 3 months and I found that these keycaps just got really dirty. That's kind of to be expected with white keycaps, but still, these felt especially dirty. I remember my tab key especially got a lot of gunk on it. They also felt sticky over time, and I wash my hands pretty regularly, so they really shouldn't be. I just don't like them. However, to list off some positives, they are PBT, and I do really like how they're side printed so that the printing on them never fades. They are not shine through keycaps because this keyboard does not have any RGB lighting. Personally, I'm actually kind of okay with that. On my GK61 now, I don't really even use RGB lighting. I just have whatever key I'm pressing light up with a random color, and I honestly don't notice it that much. I could not have any RGB on that keyboard and be totally fine. Same with this one. I find that I'm not missing the RGB at all. The keycaps bring a little bit of splash of color to this if you're really missing that. And again, you can just swap out these keycaps. These are genuine Cherry MX switches, so they'll go with any Cherry MX compatible keycap set. So you got plenty of options there. Just again, make sure that you find keys that fit your bottom row. Now, I do want to make sure that we talk about these Cherry MX blue switches. They're a really nice switch. I do like the click and feeling of these switch. I can't say that they're my personal favorite clicky switch. That honor definitely goes to Kalebox Jades, but for a blue switch, these are pretty nice. I mean, they are Cherry MX after all, they're kind of legendary. These are still a super solid switch. They're fun to type on, fun to game on, super clicky, great feeling. Let's go ahead and roll a sound test so you can hear them for yourself. Not bad at all. Unfortunately though, if you do get sick of these switches at any point in time, you are unable to swap them out as this keyboard is not hot swappable. Custom cables are a super popular thing right now for a lot of keyboard enthusiasts, so I was really excited to see that this keyboard had a detachable cable. However, there's a problem. The channel that you route the cable down on the top of the keyboard is not wide enough to accommodate a custom cable, at least not my Asceni custom cable. And I'd imagine that every other custom cable is going to be pretty much the same width as this one. So that means that you're going to be stuck using this white rubber cable, or if you can find another rubber cable in a color that you like, you could probably use that as well, but I wouldn't guarantee it. I think that this keyboard was clearly made to just go with this white cable. There are channels going down the left and right that you can route the cable down as well if you would like to do that instead of having it routed out the top, but again, no custom cable on this is kind of a bummer. Overall, this is a pretty good keyboard. I think that this would be a great travel keyboard and a pretty good keyboard for a professional office setting as well. However, you may not want to get the blue switches if you want your coworkers to like you, but it definitely has a pretty clean and professional look to it. Definitely not a super gamery keyboard or anything like that with a bunch of rainbow barf RGB. There are some things about this keyboard that bug me, but I mean overall it functions well, it looks good, and this form factor is super compact, and I think it would be a great fit for a lot of people. I even considered making this keyboard my daily driver, my main keyboard, but because it's not hot swappable, because I can't use my custom cable, and because I don't like these starter keycaps, I just can't do it. I also think that this price is definitely a little bit too high for what it is. $99 is kind of expensive for a keyboard that doesn't have any lighting, that comes with keycaps that are this poor, and that you can't even use a custom cable for. I would like to see this drop like $15 to $20, and then maybe we're talking about a good value. But at $100, I don't know. I guess it just seems a little bit simple for one Uncle Benjamin, you know? If you decide that you want this keyboard, again, it is unfortunately out of stock on Amazon, but I will do some searching for alternatives or some alternative websites, and make sure that there are some links for you to follow down in the description below, so be sure to check those out. Those Amazon links will be Amazon affiliate links, so I will get a small commission of any purchase that you make, and that'll go right back into funding more tech reviews just like this one. Okay, so now time for that announcement that I kind of teased at the beginning of the video. So I am kind of doing merch now. It's not stuff with my name on it because I don't really think that there's a lot of people that would buy a hiking shirt right now other than maybe me. But it's a Teespring store. It's called 2030 Designs, and it's going to be getting some fresh designs. Hopefully, I'll be able to get at least 3 new designs up like every week. So make sure that you are constantly checking that link down in the description below. I'll make sure to leave that for you. It's a Teespring website. So again, I just upload designs, and then I get a share of the profit. It'll help fund the channel some more, and hopefully get you a pretty sweet shirt in the process. There's also sweatshirts. I think there's even a couple of face masks down there. So again, check that out if you are in the market for a new shirt. Okay, cool. That's going to do it for me today, everybody. Thank you again for watching. Remember to hit that like button and that sub button on your way out. I would really appreciate that. And turn those notifications on as well so you don't miss anything. I do stream here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, somewhere in the noon hour West Coast time. So make sure that you have notifications on for those as well so you don't miss a single stream. I unbox products. I play Apex Legends. I don't play Apex Legends very well, but you know, we have a good time, so drop by and check it out. Alright, that's gonna do it for me. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace! Nah, dude. I'm going in. Oh, shnikes. That's a gimme shield. That's a gimme shield. No!